at Deer Lakes High School. And how many of you guys have been to the state conference before? None of you. How many are going this year? Okay, so just a few of you guys. Well, this year, as you would know, it's being held in Halifax. There's being held in Harrisburg, hosted by Halifax High School. And the following year, in 2016, it's going to be hosted by my own school, Deer Lakes High School. And the state conference is a huge deal. You go it's like this, but it's on a giant scale. It's 3 days overnight, and let's go stay in hotels, and it's a really fun experience. And there's 1,000 kids there. It's awesome. So we'll be hosting that at Deer Lakes in 2016. So right now, I'm currently serving as the state president-elect of PASC. Obviously, you guys in PASC, so you're here. So that's just a little bit about me. We're going to learn how to do a workshop today, and we're going to learn how to kind of form a stick figure. Everyone knows what a stick figure looks like, obviously. It's at the body, it's at the head, the body, the 2 arms, and the 2 legs. And that's what's symbolic of how you form a workshop as well. So we'll look at that. But just to start, since most of you guys are relatively new to this, we're going to do something called an icebreaker. How many of you guys have done the human knot before? Alright, a few of you also. You just did it?
Yeah. We just did it. We tried this. We tried it, but we couldn't do it.
The human knot's in every workshop, so I think it's basic enough. But okay, well we'll do it. We're gonna keep going. Okay, we don't give up. Okay, so we're split up pretty evenly. That's awesome. So you 4 are gonna be on one team, or you 8, sorry, and you guys will play one. I can't do math.
There's one extra on this
That's what I was
side.
gonna say. Okay, so we'll do 9 and 8. That's okay. So this side of the room is gonna be. We're gonna push the desk back a little bit. Are you okay with your arm?
Yeah.
Do it. Okay. But we're gonna do the human knot. Since some of you guys have done it already, we're gonna do it a little differently because I'm not gonna be easy. All right. So this side of the room, come over here. You guys can all stand up, getting out of your seats. All right. So what you're gonna do is everyone. You look familiar. I don't know why. Do you have a brother or anything?
Yeah.
Older brother? Where's he go? What's his name?
Teleport.
Yeah, I don't know. You look familiar with that. Okay, so let's go put the hands in the here, give me a circle first off. Form a circle. Now everyone cross your arms in front of you and then move forward and lock hands with somebody else. Make sure everyone has a hand to grab that's not your own. And just stay there for a second, okay? You guys do the same thing. There's enough room if not one
He doesn't
outside.
have one.
You're gonna form a circle. Now move this back a little bit. Alright, so you guys want to be in a circle, put your hands out in front of you, and then move in and lock hands with somebody else. And make sure everyone has a different hand than your own. And since some of you guys have, don't start yet. Since some of you guys have already done this before, we're going to do it a little differently. The human knot builds up communication and teamwork. That's one of the core things. So we're going to do it without talking. And I'll be standing right here so I can hear if you're talking or not, okay? So that doesn't mean you can't communicate. You cannot verbally communicate. Make sense, everyone? All right. And the winning team will get a prize. So you guys can go.
All right.
Great. Alright, you guys got it. You guys keep going to that one. Alright, so this team got it. You guys will get extra candy later on. That was pretty fast. Yeah, you guys, I didn't know what you guys were doing. You guys got it pretty fast. You guys are Alright, so for how was that though? Like how would you guys like was that difficult?
Yeah.
You guys had yeah, how you guys did. It was pretty easy, but like for you guys it was supposed to be difficult, obviously. It's hard enough as it is when you can talk. So without talking made it like that much harder. But that's just an example of an icebreaker. An icebreaker is a standard part of every workshop. Being that we're doing a lot of talking today and not as much like engagement, I want to do another icebreaker with you guys. Have you guys ever played 2 truths and a lie?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone has paper in front of them. Who doesn't know how to play? Doesn't. Okay, so you guys don't know. What you're going to do is, you're going to write down 3 facts about yourself, okay? 2 of them are true and 1 of them is a lie, okay? So your goal is to make them like be creative and be funny, but also like try to stump the class. So you're going to present them in front of the workshop, and they're going to have to guess which one's the lie and which one's the lie. So, make sense? Good? Alright, I'll give you like 5 minutes to think something. I'll do one up here too. You guys will see that? Sorry, I'm really solid handwriting, so. Are you guys, who needs more time still? Alright, we'll leave you guys a few more minutes. I know it's hard. I always struggle with this. Like, I can never really think on the spot, like. Oh, you guys are both your arms are broken. Yeah, but you guys have that, like, oh, I feel bad now. Because, like, you both were on the same team, too. Like, that's so helpful. Yeah, I didn't even know I was broken that once, so that was fun. Like, I had, like, a giant, like, brace on my leg, and I didn't know it was broken at the time. So, like, I was trying to, like, get my leg over, and I kind of, like, just fell on everyone. But,
Did you ever step on a nail? A big, rusty nail?
I've never stepped on a big rusty nail before.
I have a regular nail.
That should have been one of your true facts.
Huh?
That should have been one of your facts.
How many do we do? Wait, yeah, 2 truths.
Yeah, 2 truths and 1 lie. Okay. Is everyone good? Yeah, okay. So you're gonna start presenting them, so you keep thinking about it like after presenting. Okay. Do volunteers first. Alright, he's really excited to get us, so we'll go with him. When you stand up, say your name. Yeah, everyone stand up so you present them. Say your name, your school, and your grade, and then your facts, okay? Alright, so everyone, we're gonna listen to him now. Alright, do you guys all hear that? Do you repeat them so everyone can hear them? I'll close doors because there's not much else to lose.
I have 3 siblings. I'm 11 years old and I hate
Alright, so you don't eat french fries? I was gonna say, you don't eat french fries. Alright, anybody else want to go? You guys were all excited. The last group was like, But you guys are fun. Yeah, you can say that.
One is I've been to Haiti. The second one is I like soccer. And the third one is I was born in Hawaii. That's true. I would.
You've been to Haiti.
No, the second one is.
You don't like soccer?
The third one is soccer.
That's it, you don't like soccer.
Hello, my name is Emma. I go to Fox Chapel High School, and my facts are: I've seen Taylor Swift in person 3 times. My favorite musical I've ever been in was Newsies, and I have been in 10 different states.
The third one?
The second one was a lie. I have not been in Newsies, but I do like that one.
Yep.
I've seen Mount Everest.
Wait, what's your name
Yeah,
again?
my name is Sanjay. Alright, I've seen Mount Everest, I've driven a car, and I've touched the Mona Lisa.
Oh, jeez.
I can tell you right now which one's a lie.
Yeah.
You touched the Mona Lisa.
That's true.
What?
He's on John.
I touched the frame. Alright, so what happened was, there was a red velvet rope. Everyone's behind me. Huge amount of people. And I was really small. I was like 10. So I ran. to
How old are
the
you
front.
now?
Well, no, I was 13, but I was like really short.
Oh.
So I sprinted to the front, and I got in the front, and I took a bunch of pictures, but then I was like caught up, so he let a bunch of kids like go through. So I walked, and like I just touched the frame, and he like got really mad at me.
Well,
and stuff.
yeah, it's the Mona Lisa.
Well, it was the frame. I touched
Which
the
museum is that?
Frame. It was the Louvre.
In Europe.
Yeah.
Really? France? France. France? Oh, yeah, I can know.
I mean, I'm sure if I was older, he'd probably arrest me. But, it was just the frame.
It's still, it's the Mona Lisa. Do you go?
Oh, they didn't find what.
Oh, we didn't guess it.
Oh, you didn't guess it? Oh, just
Yeah.
kidding, sorry, I was so caught up with that.
Second.
No, that's true.
Oh, first, the first one. But you drove the car?
No, the lie is I've driven a car. It's 2 truths and a lie. I'm guessing which one's the lie. Wait,
We're
yeah.
guessing which one's the lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first one.
No, the last one. Your car. I've not driven a car.
He has to turn the corner, that was the lie.
Oh, I thought, if he was driving the car was the second.
No. Okay, I saw you, do you want to get now?
Yeah. Hello, my name is Mike, or you can call me Mike or Michael. I'm poor, I like games, I have a big house. Huh? You're not poor. No, that's true. The third one. Yes, that one's the lie.
Alright then. You want to get a question? Yeah.
Ray, my cousin won a game show. My dad is a politician. And I'm from Germany.
What was it?
I honestly didn't know the second one.
Yes.
I honestly didn't know.
Which one was it? Your dad's politician? Alright,
I'm Dave and I'm next, and I fell out of a tree, mine was stump and got off without a scratch. I choked on a rock when I was 6, and I broke my 5th metatarsal on my left foot.
Wait, what did you say?
Which one? No, that's true. That's the one.
which one's the lie?
The metatarsal. I've never broken my metatarsal with my friend. And he just broke his other foot.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, I
I don't know my anatomy well enough. But, yeah. Anybody else want to go before I share mine? Ready to go?
I'm a dancer, I have 2 dogs, and I cheer. Cheers a lot.
Someone behind you, what's up?
Dance.
dogs do now. Alright, anybody else? Everyone else? You guys are good? It's okay, no one's boring. Well, here are my three, and we can see which one you guys can think of. The first one is my dad is a professional MMA fighter. The second one is I've been hit by a car. And the third one is I've traveled to Vietnam.
Been hit by a car.
I'm not going to say which one's right though, I just want to see what you guys think.
The last one, you said you've been hit by a car like in a car.
I have been hit by a car, that's as big as it gets.
Okay, obviously. I've been hit by a car.
Okay, so, alright, my dad is not a professional MMA fighter. He's like 5'4", he's pretty short. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky that I'm even this tall. I'm 5'8". My hands are pretty short. About 2 weeks ago, I got hit by a car, and like,
Oh.
I don't mean that like, I'm fine. Obviously, I'm walking and stuff. It was just a casual stroll. You know, I was going from my high school like down to our student parking lot, and some guy just wasn't paying attention, and like he was parked in the crosswalk, which obviously you can't park in a crosswalk. So when you guys take your permit test, you'll learn the rules of the road, but you can't park in a crosswalk. And so I had to go around him, and he just casually backed into me. I was walking behind the car, and I fell to the ground. It was pretty awkward. And then I traveled to Vietnam. And everyone just like looked at me like I was on the ground. Like no one like did anything, just kind of stared at me. I was like, it's cool. Like I just got hit by a car. And I traveled to Vietnam 2 years ago because my grandma lives there. And I figured that's exotic enough. You guys might not know. So.
On our way here, I saw a car that was on a crosswalk also.
Yeah, I can't do
It's
that.
in the back of the crosswalk.
Yeah, it definitely can't do that. Pedestrians always hit the right of way.
Whatever happened to the person that hit
You just drove away. So it really, there's no happy ending to that story. At least I'm okay.
Did you throw a walk at him?
I don't know. I think it's really funny to say like I can say like I got hit by a car and survived. So maybe I have a weird sense of humor. I don't know.
Did you throw a walk at him?
My godparents' son actually was in Vietnam.
Yeah. Well, a long time ago, obviously, not now. Yeah. Yeah, Vietnam's known for obviously the conflict that they had, which we weren't actually in the war. It was North and South Vietnam, but we got involved. But it's a very peaceful country. It's awesome. It really is. All right, last comment, then we're going to the workshop.
One more thing. I have a uncle who was in the war of Vietnam.
It's cool. Both my grandparents fought in Vietnam.
My uncle, he's still alive.
That's awesome. That's honestly, use them as your resources too. Anyone who can have it like fought in a war, and like especially the Vietnam conflict or like Korea or something. This World War II especially. Anyone that's fought in World War II, use them as a resource. That's an awesome thing to be part of that history.
My great-great-grandfather was in World War I.
Still alive?
No, he died a little bit ago, but he did die in the war.
That's awesome. I
He
guess.
was a German general.
That's cool to have like as part of your history though. Alright, so we're gonna have to move on now. Sorry, we can't talk about war anymore. The smart board hasn't really been working. I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong or I'm not hitting the right button, but I'll play back and forth between here. So obviously, as you can see, the workshop's pretty basic for afternoon. It's how to do a workshop. In blue and gold lettering, because blue and gold is PASC colors. And the workshop starts with you. We already talked about the stick figure earlier and how you can formulate a stick figure to a workshop. There's a head, a body, arms, and legs. So we'll go into each one of those in depth in just a second. Think of yourself when you start planning your workshop. Everyone has unique skills and individual talents and abilities. So we're all here for a reason. We're all student leaders. What makes you guys special? What is your strong suit? Like I can say, for example, the first time I presented a workshop was in 8th grade, and me and my co-presenter, we actually we wanted to be creative and think outside the box. We're like, that's the workshop we want to do. So we ended up doing creativity because we want to be creative, might as well do more creativity. But really, every workshop is unique and individual to the presenter themselves. You can present by yourself, with 2 people, with 3 people. Don't try to go over more than 3 though, because then it gets kind of messy. And yeah. But however you guys want to do it, that's totally fine. I'll show of hands again real quick. Who wants to present a workshop? Those are the guys I'm talking to mostly. And definitely take note of this. Real quick before I keep going, I'm going to pass around a paper. Actually, no, I'm going to use it back here. We don't have packets for a reason. I want you guys to take your own notes today because I want you guys to pick and choose, like, what do you think the most important thing is for the workshop, okay? I want you guys to have the freedom to do that. I'm going to pass around a paper real quick. If you guys want me to share this with you online, please write down your email and your name so I can give this to you guys if you want to use it as a resource. And just pass it up, pass it around. If you don't want to write your email down, you don't have to. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is put the head on our workshop. The head of the workshop is the most important part of your workshop. It consists of a title and a topic and a theme. You want something that sticks out and jumps out at people and catches everyone's attention. Every workshop is usually catered around a leadership trait, whether it be communication, or team building, or creativity, or stress management, time management, all those types of things. Whatever you guys feel that you're strong to, cater around that, and try to pick a theme that pops out at people. Anybody have any ideas of like themes that like captivate people? Like, what would catch your eye right away? Like wow, like there's a Disney themed workshop, like I really want to go to that. Or like there's like a animal themed workshop. What is it? Chocolate workshop. I mean, I know when I presented my workshops, I've presented a bunch of different ones. One of them was space themed. One of them was completely food centered. It was called The Spice of Life, and literally all you did was eat. It was awesome. Like they made their own popcorn, and everyone got like different food and drinks. It was really fun. But yeah, those type of things. Like what caters to the mass audience. Anyone have ideas? Anyone at all? So leave us some things to them. Alright, so we already kind of talked about this. You need some sort of like gizmo or strategy to figure out what you're going to catch the audience's attention with and what exactly your workshop is going to be about. So if you guys want to write down notes, if you make sure you're done with that notes, you guys can copy it off there. You guys can just like kind of listen to what I talk. However you want to do it. Sorry you're taking notes. I know no one's taking notes on like Monday. You guys are all out of school right now, but kind of have to. Alright, putting the body in your workshop. The body is the strongest part of your workshop. It's your core. Just kind of like how our bodies are the core of us. It consists of information in the workshop packet, which besides this one, obviously this is a unique case, but most workshops have workshop packets. They're take-homes, they're valuable resources for everyone. When creating the body, it is best to just open Word on your computer to start gathering information, or Word. I mean, there's a ton of different resources. Use Google Drive, or Microsoft Office, or what is it, Microsoft? Oh yeah, it's Microsoft Office. It's like really similar. Just create a packet that captivates the audience and people like want to look through. Because a lot of times you'll get a packet and it's just words on words on words on words. Like, try to like throw in some useful tips and information, some pictures. When you're doing your actual workshop, include some videos or like a PowerPoint presentation, things that like stimulate the audience, like keep them engaged. Everyone get on that? And make sure they all tie into your theme too. Like you don't want to show like puppies when your theme is, or when your topic is like teamwork. Like puppies are cool, but like they don't really apply to teamwork. Unless it's a puppy like helping a puppy up a ladder, that'd be kind of cool. But I mean, alright, and back to the packet. When you're making your packet, like I said earlier, a lot of times it's words on words on words. Make it fun, make it interesting, make it colorful, and make it educational. Make sure everyone has like a sort of takeaway from the packet. Does anybody want to? Is everybody good on the packet before I move on? Putting the legs on your workshop. The legs of your workshop are a key part They consist of the fun, the candy, the entertainment, the games, and it keeps the workshop going and keeps your interest held. Like I knew you guys came when y'all came in. Did I say y'all? I just said y'all. I was in the South like yesterday, so I never say y'all. But yeah, like the games, the icebreakers, the candy, this is where the legs come in. You want people to have fun while also having an educational value, and something that like you can tell your friends like, oh hey, you should go to this workshop, or you should go to this workshop, like if it's ever presented again. So it's something that keeps people wanting more and like, you want to come back. Music is a big thing. I was playing music sort of when you guys came in, but I turned it off. Dancing, being on your feet. We already did icebreakers. Those types of things are the legs of your workshop. How long do you do?
15 minutes.
14 minutes?
Yeah.
15 minutes. Awesome. Alright, and then putting the arms of your workshop. The arms are the final part. They are how you spread your message and how other people spread your message. The more work you put into your workshop, the more people are going to get out of it. So if the effort's there, people are going to be enthralled, they're going to be engaged, and they're like, wow, this is really cool. Because the most important part of any workshop is what you take from it and what you use, not only to better yourself, but better your council. So like, for example, who's been to a workshop before? Okay, well, like what's a workshop that sticks out to you? Okay, is there a workshop that sticks out to them that they've taken before?
I've done one that was stress management, and they talked a lot about like balancing things, like from student work to schoolwork and all this sort of stuff.
And do those tips help you? Exactly. That's important. Is no matter what you learn in the workshop, whatever the topic is, you need to take that information and be able to apply it, better yourself and better your council, and use it in the real world, honestly, because one day we're all going to be in the real world, and these things matter. These things help apply, not just to high school or middle school, but in life. So the arms are how you're going to spread your message and why you need to. Like obviously you want your message to spread as much as you can, so more people can use the skills that you taught. Does that make sense to everyone? And just some like basic tips too. When you guys do a workshop, obviously rearrange the room. Always make sure you return the room to the way it should be, and on time. We try to time it well. My time is a little off, so I apologize for that today. But make sure everything's like neat and tidy and organized. Return the room to how it was before. Just basic like courtesy things. All right. So now if you want to look at the stick figure up there. The head consists of the title, topic, and theme, which holds the workshop together. The body consists of information and a workshop packet, which keeps the workshop moving and strong. The legs consist of the candy, games, entertainment, icebreakers, which keep the workshop up and going. And the arms consist of how your message is spread and how successful it is. And that's how you do a workshop. So make sure all of these things you can apply. Like if you guys wrote down your notes, you can build a stick figure, like this is something big. Like if you want to draw this diagram. There's so many different elements to a workshop. I've presented a bunch of different workshops. I've been to a bunch of different workshops. There are some that really stick out. Like you always, I want to say the biggest thing is be unique and be creative and be engaging. Like games and activities are really fun. Those are always important in the workshop. It makes people learn as well. Everybody good? Anybody have any questions? Please feel free to ask. Especially those of you who are interested in presenting a workshop. I will say one thing, because some people didn't know about this. Some people know how, they don't know how to apply to present a workshop, like how I'm presenting here. Actually, no, I don't ask to present here, but like at the district conference. Have you guys been to district conferences before? Okay, so you guys have. So you can kind of like move up in PASC, like you start off like at a middle level conference or a district conference, then you can present at states, and then you can present at nationals. But first, before you do any of that, you have to apply to present. And the district conference is coming up in February. It'll be at Montour High School. So your advisors will all get information on like workshop presentations and stuff. If you're interested in presenting a workshop, you'll have to create it and then apply. And usually you go to like Montour, like you'll go to the high school directly, and you'll present a mini synopsis of your workshop, and then they'll accept or deny you. So you have to make sure your workshop is really good and engaging, good enough that it gets accepted. So always put your best foot forward. Does that make sense to everyone? All right. No one's got any questions? Where's the email list? Did you guys pass it around? No one passed an email list? Did you pass it up to them? Yeah. Write down your email if you want me to share this packet with you. Write down your name as well. We still have a little bit of time left, so we can play another game. I'll give you guys some candy for those who won. We can probably wait. So, and then we'll edit it later and all that fun stuff.